In a small village, a farmer lived with his son. Their house was plain. Their horse was old but gentle. It helped them plow the field and carry wood. One morning, the gate was open. The old horse was gone. The son ran up the hill and looked everywhere. No tracks, no sound, no tail in the wind. Neighbors came fast. "What bad luck!" they cried. "How will you plow now? How will you eat?" The farmer looked at the empty gate. He nodded once. "Maybe," he said softly. "Let's see." The son felt heat in his chest. He wanted to fix things now. He wanted to call it bad and shout at the sky. But his father's face was calm. They closed the gate and did their work by hand. Days passed. On the seventh day, the old horse returned. Behind it came 3 wild horses, strong and bright. They ran into the yard and stopped by the water. Neighbors came again. "What good luck!" they shouted. "You lost 1 and gained 3. You are rich now." The farmer looked at the horses. He nodded once. "Maybe," he said softly. "Let's see." The son smiled wide. He touched the wild horses with slow hands. He wanted to ride them and show everyone. His father shook his head. "Not yet," he said. "Wild hearts need gentle time." The next day, the son tried to train the gray horse. He used a simple rope and kind voice. For a while, the horse walked in a circle. Then, with a quick jump, it threw the boy to the ground. A sharp pain shot through his leg. The bone was broken. The boy could not stand. He cried out, and the horse ran to the far fence. Neighbors came a third time. "What bad luck!" they said. "First, you lose a horse, then you gain horses, and now your son is hurt." The farmer sat by the boy. He held his hand. He looked at the leg, white and still. He nodded once. "Maybe," he said softly. "Let's see." They wrapped the leg with wood and cloth. The son had to rest in bed. He felt weak and angry. He stared at the ceiling and named the day bad again and again. A week later, soldiers entered the village. A war had started far away. They needed every young man who could ride. They took the neighbor boys at once. They looked at the farmer's son. They saw the hard wood and the broken leg. They moved on. Mothers cried. Fathers stood silent with empty eyes. The road filled with dust as the soldiers left. Neighbors came a 4th time. "What good luck," they said in a low voice. "Your son stays. He will heal. He will live." The farmer looked at the door of his small house. He nodded once. "Maybe," he said softly. "Let's see." That night the son called his father. He asked, "Why do you always say maybe? People want to know if a thing is good or bad. I also want to know. It makes me feel safe." The father took a short rope from a basket. He tied a tight knot in it. "This knot is a fast judgment," he said. He tied another knot. This one too. He tied 5 more quickly. Now the rope was full of knots. It was short and hard. He tried to pull it straight, but it would not become long again. "Each time we rush to judge, we tie another knot," he said. "Soon our thinking is tight. It cannot move. We suffer." He gave the rope to his son. "Now untie each knot with slow fingers." The son worked. Knot by knot, the rope became long again. It took time. It took calm breath. His face softened as the rope opened. "When you say maybe," the son said at last, "you are not cold, you are keeping the rope straight." The father smiled. "When life changes," he said, "we often see only the first step. We call it fortune or disaster, but the path is long. A quiet mind can wait and watch. Then it acts at the right time." They sat together in the doorway. The moon rose behind the trees. The wild horses slept near the fence. The son's leg still hurt, but his eyes were calm. "Tell me what to do when the village shouts," the son asked. When people say good, bad, when my heart wants to shout with them. The father nodded and spoke like a teacher now. He said, try 3 simple steps. Step 1, stop. Feel your feet on the ground. Take 1 slow breath. Do not name the moment yet. Step 2, wait. Let 1 night pass, or 3 if you can. Often, new facts arrive on their own. Let them come to you. Step 3, look longer. Ask, what is the next small step that truly helps? Do only that. Do not chase every noise. They were quiet. The wind touched the door like a soft hand. Somewhere, an owl called and then went still. 2 seconds of silence. The father spoke again. Words can be traps, he said. Good and bad may both be true, but only for a moment. Be steady, be kind. Keep your rope straight. The son smiled in the dark. Maybe, he said, trying the word on his tongue. Let's see. He slept well for the first time since the fall. In the morning, the farmer helped his boy outside. They stood by the fence. The wild horses watched them with deep eyes. Not today, the father said to the horses. We will wait until the boy's leg is strong. We will move when we are ready. The son nodded. He felt the ground under his feet, the sun on his face, and the calm space between one thought and the next. He did not rush to call the day good or bad. He was here. He was ready to watch. If you will practice not naming things too fast, type quiet in the comments. Share the story with one friend who needs to slow down today. And remember, keep your rope straight. Do not tie quick knots with your words.